Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Good morning. Hope you all doing good. Everyone had their cup of coffee and ready for the class?
Yes, Subbu, so we are ready.
Very good. Okay, let us see. I will take a little more hours today. Maybe 2 hours we'll try to sit. Okay, so welcome guys. Today we will discuss about inventory controls. So it is like how we are going to control the inventory. Okay. So we have a locator. See, when we are going to any warehouse, there will be partitions. Like there will be partitions. If I want to show you an example of how the look and feel of the locator structure. How the look and feel of the locator structure. If you take a locator structure, this is how the locators will be. So this is one row. This is another row. This is another row. In this is the rack one. And if in the single row, we can keep this is rack two. Okay. Like this, we can say rack. And here, whatever you're seeing, right? This is level one or bin. Bin one, bin two, bin three, bin four, like that. We will define. So if you search for some item, where exactly in this, which row, which sub-inventory, under which sub-inventory, on which row, row 1, row 2, row 3, and which rack, rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, and which level 1 or bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, bin 4. So likewise, if you want to identify where exactly your item is, then it will go something like this. Okay, bin structure. Okay, we can also say self 1, self 2, self 3 also. We can say aisle, bay. These are all the words you can see. This is the bay 1, bay 2, aisle 1, aisle 2. Like this, we will define in the rack itself. You understanding how the locators are going to be?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Amit.
So now these locators numbers will be like row, rack, bin. Like that we will define. Okay. In that we will say row 1, rack 1, bin 1. Like that row 1, rack 1, bin 2. Row 1, rack 1, bin 3. Row 1, rack 1, bin 4. Row 1, rack 2, bin 1. Row 1, rack 2, bin 2. Like that we will define all the locators. We can sit with users. We can get the details. This locator is a key flexi field. Locator is a KFF. KFF means key flexi field. So again, so it is not freeze by any organization. So my company, we say row rack bin. Another company say that aisle row rack bin. They might call that. Another company call aisle bay row rack bin. They might call like that. So wherever it is not feasible to control by a single name or a single structure, then Oracle give locator structure. Sorry, key flexi field. So it's you how you want to control. So you can able to uh, define your number of values. Okay, these inventories control numbering will be there. So like whatever you are seeing, no 111, 112, 113, 114. So if you want these values, you want to dynamically, while creating a transaction, we enter the sub inventory, there is a locator. If you enter that, then automatically this structure will be created, or you need to create this structure first, then you need to use in the transaction. So there are two types of generating these structures. That is called dynamic entry allowed. That means while doing the transaction, whatever you feed in these values, it automatically create a locator structure. Another one is pre-specified. Pre-specified. That means you need to define first and then use in the transaction. These locators we can control at 3 levels. I mean, whether we required locators or not required, we can control at 3 levels. One, we have organization level. Second, we have sub-inventory level. Third, we have item level. These 3 levels we can control it. Okay, let us jump into the application and we can start. So I should be in implementation user I should be. Okay. But transactions I will do with SEM, ram.sem we will do configuration. Sorry, this scenario execution or testing, but our call configuration will be done by samsung.sem, right? Who is Gautam? So now to do the setups, we need to navigate to key flexi field first. We can go setup and maintenance. Under manufacturing, or else you can directly stock locator key flexi field. You can see that. Inventory management. So here you can see manage inventory locator flex field. Manage inventory locator key flex field. So all flex fields are similar manage structure. If you search, it is a 4-segment locator structure. Just someone had already defined or it is already given by Vision. So you can see they put aisle, row, rack, bin. All are enabled. So we need to pass 4 values for this. That is the locator structure we define. We can also define our own locator structure. You can click on plus and you can define our own structure. Okay. At this moment, not required. This is the way. Usually how you will define, if you want to create, you come here, search the locator flexi field, go to manage structure, click on plus and create your values and add. Once you save, you can add your segments. The similar fashion, how we define the chart of account. Chart of account. Let me edit. You can see here, the value sets are this. In this, we can keep values and use it, or we can dynamically create it. So if it is not dynamically allowed, if you see here, it's enabled. If I cancel, we go to manage item structure. We click. See, it is allowed dynamic combination. It will allow. So we can dynamically pass the values of any of these. It will create the structure. It will create the structure. Okay. That is the first setup. Click on done. So it is it's already deployment status. It's already a deployment status. Okay, so far configuration is ready. Now the other configuration will be manage manage inventory organizations. I believe this is there in the facilities. Here, manage inventory organization. So our organization is S001. And if you hit search, so here, if you click on manage organization parameters, So the control starts from here. So you can see locator control. Here 4 values you can see, no control. That means this organization level, you are not passing any locators. So there is no locator control. In the organization itself, we decided we don't want locators. Then no need to pass the locator values whenever we do any transaction in this warehouse. The second one is previously defined locator control. This means we need to define the locators and then we need to use during the transaction. Use during the transaction. Okay. So that is this. That is this. So the next one is dynamic entry allowed. Dynamic entry allowed. That means anything we can pass during the transaction, it will create the locator. It will create the locator. The last option is we are determining, we don't want at organization level. So we have a good sub-inventory, damage sub-inventory. In damage sub-inventory, it's just a place. We are not following any row rack bin thing. So I don't want to maintain there. Okay, we no need to set the locator for that sub-inventory. Okay. So these are the options we have. Now, I cannot able to enable at organization level because we already did the transactions for this. For Bengaluru, we already did the transaction. For example, if I select this previously defined, it will say, boss, you already have a stock. If you have stock, if you update this, then what happened to previously defined one or previous stock? So that's why it won't allow since if you have a stock. Okay. Let us go with the S003 for this test case. Okay, search. Go to manage organization parameters. Here I am selecting yes. My whole organization level, I am going to locator control. You see, this time it is not throwing any error because there is no issue, no transactions done in this organization. Simply save and close. Okay. Now, let us go and assign the S003 to RAM so that he can able to do the transaction in that. Before that, let us define a sub-inventory. If you want to do any transaction, you need to do the sub-inventory. So manage sub-inventory and also locator will create. Manage sub-inventory locator. We'll create in the same place. We are doing for S003. Okay. So under S003, we are creating new sub-inventory. Click on plus. So here I am creating raw material or RW1. Raw material sub-inventory 1. So here it is active. You know what is material status. So now we see locator control. It is coming from organization level. See, you cannot able to change here. You don't have right to change here because it is controlling at organization level. It is controlling at organization level. Okay. If you change there with determined at sub-inventory level, then you will get a control to update this. Okay. Now save. Sub-inventory created. Under this sub-inventory, let us create the locators. Click on manage locators. Here, click on plus. Here it will ask, enter aisle, row, rack, bin. Okay. So I'll say 1, rack 1, bin 1. Some will be numeric, some will be alphanumeric. That you need to check the value set creation process. Okay. This is what type of locator, receiving locator, storage location, what type of this locators you can enable it. If you don't keep it, it could be for anything. Just leave it blank. I told you there is a material status, right? We have sub-inventory level, locator level, lot level, serial level. Our damage is coming. Our damage, if we enable the locator level also, then that status we can choose here. That status. So simply save and close. So this is the way to create a sub-inventory and a locator. This is sub-inventory and locator. Now let us go and give access to RAM. Manage data access. So manage data access for user. So I'm clicking on plus. So we need to give access to ram.sem. Boss, you do all the warehouse operations on S003 also. Okay. Previously we did for S001 and S002. Now we are asking RAM to do on S003 also. Next is warehouse manager. Next is warehouse operator. Warehouse operator. Next is receiving agent. Okay, simply save and close. So now RAM has authority to do the transactions in S003. But for S003, we didn't create items. For S003, we have not assigned any of the items. So now we will ask our product team, boss, create some items and assign to S003. So then we can start, transactions. So we ask Pawan to create the item. So usually we went with the item code. So like Samsung product codes. So pre-order yesterday I tried to order. They immediately call. Sir, you are interested to buy. There is offers going on. Why don't you give a look? But the budget is 1,70,000. Okay. Looking forward for a sponsors who is ready to sponsor this to me. So I will take this one. SM is the our item code. So now go to Pawan. Pavananna create a item code. He will go to product management, product information management. He will create an item. Adinana. Okay. Inventory this much only. Whatever you practice so far and next two classes, you are very good to start inventory from your day one. Okay, to create new item, click on task carousel, create item. And our organization is S000. Our item class is Samsung item class. I am selecting raw material template. Whether this guy might not have the access to this one S001, S00 item class. Manage item class. We usually give the access to ours is Samsung item class. Let me click on edit. This is my default item class. This way I am getting again and again to choose. Under security, Kishan.Pawan don't have access to S003. Kishan.Pawan. Krishnan, right? Krishnan. Kishan.Pawan. Okay. S003. If you click here, plus search, select all, apply, okay. Similarly, let us assign the S004 also. So since we duplicate, automatically all this will come. Simply hit save. Okay, save and close. I can do all these setups at one go and I continue all my testing. But you should know what is required while doing what transaction. That's why I am going multiple users. Okay, done. Now Christian is set to define item code. This is the item code we decided to keep, and that item number is Galaxy Z Fold. Description. Our item class is Samsung Active, Samsung Production. So then user item type also we created something like Samsung. Yeah, Samsung raw material. Then each we created Samsung each. SEA. Okay, that's it. You can go to specification. You can see pretty much all defaulted. So now you can go to association. Let us assign for all organizations. You can search with yes, 00, and if you search, all four will come. You select here, all, click on apply, click on done. So you can see this item assigned to all this organization. If we don't assign this to item class, then we don't get it will not assign, it will throw error. Save. Save and close. So now he will pass this item to scm.ram. Now RAM will start the transaction. So what RAM going to do? Any transaction like miscellaneous receipts. You go to inventory management because we are receiving the stock into a locator. That is our main target. Click on inventory management. Click on task carousel. You go to create miscellaneous transactions. Here we need to choose where we are doing the transaction. So what is the type? I am going to do miscellaneous receipt because I didn't define any account aliases. Say yes, here is the account. Any account that is fine. Okay. Now click on plus. Enter your item code. This time it will come. But still not coming. It's by default root class only going. I said default this class. It's still search. So I got my item here. Here we have only one subunitary, that is RW1. RW1. Click on that. Tab. This time it will ask you to input the locator. This is mandatory now. You need to feed, otherwise the transaction will not be allowed to save. So here we selected previously defined, right? So if I give 1, 2, 3, 4, if I search, it will scold. You don't have, and you cannot able to dynamically create. So we created 1, 1, 1, something like that. So reset, it will go away. Then you search blindly. See, this one we created. So because at organization parameter level, we have selected previously defined or previously specified option. Hence, this will allow the locators which we defined previously. Okay. Now, click on OK. Now, how much quantity you are receiving? 100 quantity I want. Any reasons, everything? If you want, you can enter it. Some Samsung F4C, we created some of our own details also. So simply go ahead and submit. When you submit, the transaction will be created. Okay. Now go back and review your item quantities. Manage item quantities. Here you give your item and search. You got your item that is there under this sub-inventory. Sorry, organization. In this organization, we have sub-inventory. Now, additionally, one more, that is locator will add. The locator, we can see. So finally, look, under locator, nothing is there. So locator is the final. If we click on view item availability, you can see we have an item, we have an organization, we have a sub-inventory and locator. So slowly we can see lot also. Okay. And the serial number also. All this will see the information. Clear so far? Now,
Yes. Yes, sir.
now we'll go with the next option, that is dynamic entry allowed. This time we can go ahead and change manage inventory organization. We can select to S003 and click on search. Click on manage organization parameters. So you can go ahead and change to dynamic entry allowed. It will allow because you are controlling the locator control at organization level. Previously, we told to system, we will define and we use it. Now we are telling to system, we will pass whatever value during the transaction, you create it. So that is the difference. So I am going to change dynamic entry locator control. Dynamic entry locator control. Previously, it was previously defined locator control. Now save and close. Now we'll ask Ram, do one more transaction. Okay. Ram is going to start one more miscellaneous receipt. Create miscellaneous transaction. He will select miscellaneous receipt again. Say yes. And any account you can choose. Now click on plus and give your item. This is little pain. Every time we need to choose Samsung. Item. Click on OK. So here our sub-inventory only one, that is raw material. And locator this time, you can pass anything. So the user who is receiving, I have row 1, rack 1, sorry, aisle 1, row 1, rack 2, bin 1. If I say OK, the system will create this combination. This combination will be automatically get created by the system. So let us, I am giving some 50 quantity. Okay. Now simply hit save. Simply hit save. Submit, sorry. Now go back and review your item quantities. Manage item quantities. Search, there is only one item. See, one more locator got added with 50 quantity. This locator automatically created by the system based on our configuration. Go and validate your locator created or not. manage sub-inventory and locator. Manage sub-inventories and locators. Manage locators. See, this got created by system automatically. We only created manually this one. And this during the transaction we pass, system automatically generated. Now, at header level, we have completed. Organization level. Organization level, we saw the dynamic entry allowed and pre-specified. Now we'll say that, boss, we have a RW1, we have a damaged one. RW1 only need to follow the locator control. Damaged one should not follow the locator control. So then what you will advise? So we cannot go organization wise. If I go organization wise, any sub-inventory that is defined, this is deemed that they should follow the locator control. But now in this case, business said that I don't want organization level. Give me at sub-inventory level. Okay. Let us do at sub-inventory level. So we'll ask Samsung SCM user to change manage inventory organization. Manage inventory organization. You can search with S003. Search. So now go to organization parameters. So no control means no locator. That's all. Now we are determining at sub-inventory level. Okay. You take the call while defining the sub-inventory. You no need to ask me at the time of defining the sub-inventory. There under this sub-inventory, you need to follow any locator control or not. You take that call. Just click on locator control, determine at sub-inventory level. Because it is already stock is there. That's why previously defined, it will take dynamic, it will take locator control at determine sub-inventory. You can't change because on-hand quantities already exist. So you cannot able to proceed with this change. So now let us try to save. See, it will not allow. Now let us go with S004. So that's why you need to choose this decision carefully. Otherwise, we need to issue out all the stock. Then you can do that changes. Now I am going with S004 and I will say this is controlled by at sub-inventory level. At sub-inventory level. Now save and close. Now let us ask RAM to perform we need to create a sub-inventory in S004. Sub-inventory in S004. Manage sub-inventory and locator. Same whatever we did at organization level we do. So we need to change organization. We need to switch to S004. And here we are creating a new sub-inventory. So we'll create, each company they will follow like Samsung, SAM, WH, Samsung Warehouse 1. Something like that we can create. Company to company, they will keep. This is active. So here you can change. Locator C, it will allow to change. Okay. The other option said, right, at item level, we have a control. At item level, we can, whatever transaction we are passing, at the time of it will validate item is locator control or not. Then only it will ask locator. When you pass at item level. So now same, I will create 4 sub-inventories. Okay. Let's see dynamic entry. I'll say Samsung warehouse dynamic. This much only it will say take. Okay. Dynamic. Okay. Save and create another one. Okay. Next one. SAM warehouse 2 previously defined. Samsung warehouse previously defined locator testing. Just create it. This much only, it is allowing description also. Here I am selecting previously defined. Whenever previously defined, I need to create locators. Next, Samsung warehouse 3 item level. Okay, here I will select item level. Create and add anything. Next one, I will say damage. For this, no control, none. Save and close. So we got 4 sub-inventories ready. The one which we see here, the locator control also we can see. The one which is previously defined, we need to create a locators. Click on plus. So I'll say 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Save and close. One locator we created. Now all configurations are done. Let us go and test the cycle. Following, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I am going to create miscellaneous transaction. Before that, let me change the organization. That is S004. Why he is not getting? What is missing?
We are
Ram is,
putting at sub-inventory level.
Ram is not finding the S004 organization. He can able to find only 3. One more organization not coming. What could be the reason? Guys, you got a ticket. You got a ticket where, oh, Ram is not able to find S004 to do the transaction. So what you need to do?
Defining sub-inventory, sir, again for S004.
Sub-inventory, we already did sub-inventory, sir, S04.
We should give access to him.
Yes, exactly. Data access to be provided. For him, the data access has been missed. So we need to provide the data access. Okay. So I am going back to Samsung user. These are the tickets, we will get it. Manage data access for users. Okay. So here click on plus sem.ram, ram.sem, sorry. ram.sem. Role, we have 3 roles, right? Inventory manager, inventory organization. Here we didn't give the S004. S004. Previous batch student, this much also not aware. That's why they are struggling. What is missing? Small basic thing also not prepared. That's why if you come prepared with this much, you will do wonders. Next 1 year, you all will be in different country. Receiving agent, inventory manager, S004. Okay, simply save and close. Now, Ram is good to do the transaction. Ta-da, it will come. Close and come again. Click on create transaction, change organization, S004. See, now it is start coming up. Clear, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
Subbu.
now go ahead and create your first
Yes.
transaction. This time I will create all your test at one go. Select your account, search. Okay. So now click on plus. So click on search. Enter your item, advance, because some reason my root class is defaulting always. Okay. I need to select Samsung and I need to pick my item. My item is, code is this. Okay, enter your item, search. Okay. So first one, we will find 4 sub-inventories because we define. If we select damage, there is no locator. Locator will be blank. You no need to pass any locator. Okay. So some 100 quantity I am increasing under damage sub-inventory. Maybe 10 quantity. Okay. Next, click on plus. Again, it is going this route. Advance. I need to see this why it is Samsung item class not defining, or Sairam also defining. Huh?
Now, can we select Samsung item class as default now?
I did that. I did that. Like manage item class, I selected manage item class. I went to, oh, let me default item class. Let's see, manage default item class. So here is the root class. We have, it's a root. That's why this is defaulting. I already selected my item class. But for some reason it is not coming. Manage item class. Each item class. Here I selected my Samsung public item allowed. So here I selected default item class. Item creation also allowed. And item management, we select user define. Okay, security. We gave data access for our rom.sem. Okay. So user, right? Rom dot, oh, that is group only. Person. Okay, fine. Yes, 00. These are our organizations we assigned. Then what is that missing? We make this is a default class, but some reason it is not defaulting. That's the thing I need to see. Okay, let me go here. We created Samsung. This is the one. So let me edit. Let me default this. Oh, this is under S001. I didn't assign to S002 organization. Production. Samsung raw material. And we enable all the specification. If I believe, yeah. Okay, that is fine. Some reason it is not defaulting. Save and close, but that's okay. We know the workaround. Okay, so let us give our item, search, remove this and such. Okay, click on OK. So now for damage, it is not asking any locator. If I select Samsung dynamic, this will show whatever you previously defined also. If you click and search, if you define anything, that will show. If you not define, then you can enter any value, fine. Click on this circle. Now enter the locator. 2, 3, 1, 1. Click on OK. It will take. That is the nature of that locator. Some 11 quantity. Next, click on plus. Click on search. Select your Samsung class. put your item code, search, select your item, and select your sub-inventory, which is previously defined. Previously defined. If you search now, if you try to give something, it will not accept. Or if you click OK also, it won't take. This combination cannot be used. So you only have option to click on search, whatever you defined previously, that you can able to select. This is what we previously defined. Click on OK. So maybe I give some 12 quantity. The last one at item level. At item level, we have not enabled anything, right? Let us see what is coming. Let us see what is coming. So here I am selecting item. Okay, see at item level, nothing is there, no locator. That's why it is not expecting the locators. Okay, I don't want to enter any quantity. If I enter, I can't change that item level, or I need to create new item. Okay, we'll create new item, no problem. I gave some 14 quantity. Now hit submit. That's it. Your transaction is ready. Your transaction is ready. Now go to manage item quantities, search. See, you got total 47 quantity. If you click it, it will be there in multiple sub-inventories. This has a locator. We can see that locator. And this also have a locator. You can see. Remaining two don't have any locator. Okay. That's how we can define the locator at sub-inventory level. So far clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go with the item level. So when Kishan.pawan created, we didn't observe the item. Let us search our item. This is our item, search. Here I am getting my Samsung class. Okay. So now this where we are doing in S004 organization. So here Samsung item class only defaulting. Okay, here association, we will go with S004. Click on S004. Under S004 specification, under inventory, here we can see the locators. So in the top itself, we have enabled. See here, stock locator control. It is coming no control. It is coming no control. That means you are seeing this value at the child organization level and it is grayed out. So why it is grayed out? Can anybody answer? If I want to enable the stock locator, any value here, the system is not allowing to select. It's a grayed out. Why it is grayed out? Anybody can answer?
Master level you have to.
Exactly. Who is that?
Krishna, yes.
Very good, Krishna. Very good. So that is because this under S001, it is controlled. If you go to inventory, under here, it will allow to. It's a no control. Now you want to specify the dynamic entry or previously specified, you can select them. You know what is the difference. If you select a dynamic entry, if you want to select previously specified. Okay. Guys, I need to jump into a call. Okay. That's about the locator control. Okay. So I will stop here. I will ping you back. Thank you.
Okay.